Hey up, it's the Yorkshire Backpackers and welcome to our first vlog. Our vlog is going to be covering mine and my partner Jess's journey around the world. We've taken a year off and we've decided that we're going to visit over 20 countries, maybe even more. So we decided that we'd make this vlog to give people, some laughs, some cries and some advice about travelling. Our first stop was Vancouver in Canada. Just like to say a massive thank you to my uncle and auntie for hosting us. It was like living in luxury, like a 5-star hotel. So we really need to get used to traveling now and living in like lower star places. Also as well, we'd like to thank Danny for making our amazing t-shirts. I don't know if you can see it, but there's a little bit of it. Our first trip was to Whistler. I've been before, but Jess hasn't, and I thought I'd take her up to show just how beautiful the mountains are. So in 2010, at the Winter Olympics that Vancouver hosted, Whistler was the location for the skiing and the snowboarding. But you say, well, it's summer, so it actually changes, so there's no snow, apart from right at the top of the mountain. So let's go to our reporter on the ground to see what he thought. Oh yes, thank you, Brad. Yes, we're on a ski lift, but without any skis because it's summer. It's very cold. I've got my shorts on. Jess has got a long pants on and a fleece. I don't have anything, so we'll see how cold it is up at the top. Back to you, Brad. Cool. Thanks for the advice, Brad. So, Whistler is amazing. The gondola ride is really good. It's a bit pricey, comes in around 75 Canadian dollars, but it is definitely worth it because you get a lot out of it. And, there's other great activities to do. We did the toboggan. And also, we even saw a bear. So, our next journey was to Bearcraft in downtown Vancouver, if you didn't know what that is, with my cousin Faye and Danny. Bearcraft's this cool little place where you can get 4 little beers, which they call flights, and you can choose from the list. So you get to choose loads of different beers, which is pretty awesome, because you get to drink loads of beer. One of the days, my uncle had got some tickets to a BC Lions game. So before we did that, we decided that we'd head to the pool hall with my cousin and my auntie, shoot a bit of pool. I even potted a ball. Then we headed downtown into Vancouver. And Vancouver's pretty cool. There's some nice places like Granville, Gastown, and other places we can't remember the name of. But if you have a walk around, it's just a nice place. On this particular trip, we headed to Gastown and we explored there. And they have a steam-powered clock, which is a clock powered by steam. And it also makes a little tune. And downtown Van is pretty fun. Like, even Jess got involved with some street performers.
I just want you to put that on. I don't want you to see what's gonna happen. I'm kidding. Obviously, don't do that. Throw it up. Yes, amazing. Yeah, throw it. It's my fault. I should have dove. Okay, here we go. If she can get it to me, clap for her, okay? If she can't, boo and spit. Here we go. Third time. Third time's a charm, man. No pressure. Here we go. Now let her do it. I'm empowering her. Here we go. 2. Number 3. Amazing. Clap for the nice lady helping out with the show.
So after some beers and some food, we headed down to the BC Lions game, which is Canadian football, which is a little bit different. They've got 12 men and they also only have 3 downs. So it was pretty fun. We saw the BC Lions get absolutely thrashed. So that wasn't so fun, but the atmosphere was pretty cool. And Larry enjoyed it as well. After our first day in downtown Vancouver, we headed down for another day and we decided that we'd cycle around Stanley Park. One bit of advice, if you haven't ridden a bike in a while, just maybe practice before, as Jess was a bit unsteady on her feet. I would highly recommend riding around Stanley Park. It's amazing. It's like being out in the forest, but actually being in the city. You can ride round the park, so you get great views of the bays and the ports. And then also as well, you can ride into the park where you see all this forest. After our bike ride, we took the water taxi to Granville Island. Granville Island's a cool place, a bit like Camden, really colourful, loads of bars, places to eat. There's the market as well. They've got some great food there as well. We got some great desserts. It's just a really nice place to visit. Another cool place to visit is Shannon Falls, which is up on the way to Whistler. And Shannon Falls is an amazing place. You get to see the great waterfall. And also as well, there is some really good hikes. But a bit of advice with the hikes is make sure that you're not carrying a really heavy rucksack with your tripod and all your camera gear, because it is an absolute trek up there. But when you get up there, you will be absolutely and most definitely rewarded with like one of the most amazing views you'll ever see. So make sure you pack some water and pack light, pack some snacks as well. And now I'm going to pass you over to Jess for the fact of the vlog.
So, in the trees over here, you can see the springboard notches. That's where they put the boards in, and then they're stood on the boards to chop the tree down. Fact.
Cool, thank you very much for the facts of the vlog, Jess. We'll be looking out for the next one in the next vlog. Our next visit was to Victoria on Vancouver Island. You get a really nice, cool ferry trip. So Victoria is a really good place to visit. It's very colonial. There's some nice bars and restaurants and a cool like little port. So we were quite hungry, so we headed down and we decided that we'd get some fish and chips. So I'll put you over to Jess to hear the verdict.
So the fish and chips and barbs are really good. Weren't quite as good as fish and chip in the UK. They don't do chip chop chips very well, but the fish was very fresh. Larry also thinks so too, don't you, Larry? Yes, I do.
Well, thanks, Jess and Larry, for the fish and chips verdict. We would recommend them. Not as good as British ones though, but you know, still pretty good. Also, when we were walking around, we found that Jessica might actually have a twin. So yeah, we'd recommend Victoria. It's a cool little place to visit, but you do need a couple of days there. We felt like we really just visited and had to walk around, as like there's a lot of activities to do, like whale watching, canoeing, stuff like that really. On our last couple of days, we stopped with Jan, my cousin, her husband Jordan, and the kids. Hi kids. And on one of them days, we took a trip to the water park at Cultus Lake. Now, Cultus Lake is a little bit far out, but would highly recommend it. It's a great water park and great family day out, and great for big kids like me. As you can see, we had a great time in Vancouver and we would highly recommend it. It's a great city to visit, you know, so make sure you get there sometime. We hope you enjoyed our first vlog. Please make sure you follow us on Instagram, like us on Facebook, and like this video, and subscribe to our YouTube as well. If you don't know how to like, by the way, you just press the little thumbs up icon. Also, as well, if you have any questions, please put it in the comments down below, or you can also email us at this address. All right, see you in the next episode, where we'll be in Peru and Colombia.